Hi, katzcradul here. Many of you are aware of the wild goose chase I was on last week when I was looking for a made in the USA stainless steel water bottle. I searched and searched and searched many websites to try to find one, and finally found one that said made in the USA, and that was at Cafe Press was the name of the website. And I was so excited that I ordered 3 of them. I gave them my credit card number, and they were going to be on their way to me. And I mentioned to somebody that I had found them. I actually mentioned it on a video, and a subscriber said, "You know what? I think that's the company that will print anything on anything, no matter what it is, and then after you've paid for the printing, then they will also sell your product on their website." That may not be made in the USA. And I thought, well, surely not. It said made USA on the bottle. It said made in USA on the description. It even said made in the USA on my receipt. I called Cafe Press and talked to them. The girl put me on hold because she couldn't decide where the bottle was made. She came back after a little while and she said, "You know what? It does say made in USA on that. That's just the logo on the bottle, just like as if they had just printed a picture on the bottle." She said, "That's just the label on the bottle, but the bottle's actually made in China." I said, "You have got to be kidding me." I said, "Everywhere anything having to do with this product says made in the USA." She said, "Well, but it could just say made in Detroit. We could have put anything on that, anything the customer wanted. We'll just print anything they want." And I told her, I said, "I think that stinks." I said, "Made in the USA has meant something to people all these years. It should still mean something." I said, "I just think that's very deceptive." She said, "Yeah, it is kind of strange, but you know, that's just how it is. That's how our business is." I told her, I said, "Cancel my order and credit that money back to my account." And I was fuming. I got off the phone and I was shaking. I can't even tell you how upset I was. So I set about to continue to try to find a company that made a stainless steel water bottle. I found a bottle that I liked. It was not made in the USA, but I wanted to talk to somebody and find out more information about the bottle. And the lady called me back, and well, I'll tell you about that in just a little bit. But anyway, the lady said, "I want to send you one of our bottles. I want you to look at it. I want you to try it out and see how you like it." She said it's the best bottle made that we know of. If we could get it made in the USA, we would do it, but it's just impossible. So the box came in a cardboard box. When I opened the cardboard box, this white box was the next thing in there, very, very well packed. When I opened this box, the stainless steel bottle was in this plastic sleeve, and so I took it out, and there was this beautiful, sleek blue bottle, very, very nice, and has their tag hanging there on the side. I'll give you a close-up view of that in a minute, tied on there with a little jute string. And the little black tab that you see sticking up there on the top is what allows you to open up the little drinking nozzle without actually having to touch the nozzle. I really like that because I'm looking for a sports bottle for Prepper A. She's playing basketball this year. I want her to be able to take it back and forth, and I like the idea that she doesn't have to touch the straw, especially since she touches the bottom of her basketball shoes to clean them off as she's, you know, on the court. So when you screw the lid off, there is a straw there. It's a plastic straw, which I probably would not use, so I took it off. And when I took the straw off, this is what you see. That's the little hole that allows the water to go up, so you could just turn it up and drink out of it instead of having to suck through the straw. You can, you know, either way you want. And then here is an inside shot of the vessel itself. This holds 27 ounces. This is a big container, well insulated. I like the way it's made. It was just as smooth as it could be. Looks really good to me. Here is the outside of the vessel, and I like that, you know, if your hands are sweaty, that little indentation there, the way it's shaped, will allow you to grip onto it and it not slip out of your hands. I like that very much. It's a very aesthetically, it's just a nice looking bottle, and here I'm showing you how I've gripped onto it in that indentation. I really like this bottle. I'm sorry it's not made in the US. I wish there was a company that made them. But here's what I like is that lady called me back on a Saturday and was willing to spend 15 or 20 minutes talking with me about this bottle and their company and her belief that it's the best product out there, and that the only plastic part is the straw and the cap. Of course, like I said, I'm taking my straw off, and if I sit it upright, the water will not touch the plastic cap anyway. I can just unscrew the cap and pour it into my glass at work, which is where I would use it. Anyway, I was amazed at her response and being willing to discuss this bottle with me. She also talked about some other products they have, and you can look around on their website. I'll post a link for you. They even have some glass bottles on there. That's kind of interesting. That may be my next move, and you can check that out and see what you think. One of the features I really love about this little bottle, I didn't show to you a minute ago, is this little, well, I guess you could use it. I guess you could tie this onto a backpack through this little opening right there. But what I found very useful is sometimes my hands don't feel very strong, and I can press up against that little handle to open it, and it gives me some leverage. I really like that. So if you crank the lid down really tight, you're not going to have trouble just grasping that round lid trying to get it off. You can put some pressure on that little ring there. Like that idea very much. Here is the main page you get to when you go to their website. You can see some of their bottles over there. Some of them are clear. Those are the really very, very light drinking bottles. And you can just look around and see what you think. I'm impressed with the company. I'm probably going to order another 2 bottles. They're not particularly cheap, especially when you compare them to just a cheap plastic water bottle. But these things are meant to last, and the quality is obvious when you look at it. Anyway, check it out. If it's something you're interested in, give them a shout. Cat's Cradle.